money, then put a dollar sign by it. So if there's anything on your list, such as going to the show that you like doing alone, like doing with others, and you know it costs money, put an A, O, and a dollar sign by it. So you should have something by everything on your list. And then if you have anything that's on your list that's related to your culture or a tradition in your family, a tradition that you've been living by, put a C by it. So then now everybody get an A, an O, and a C, and then that's when you ask for a volunteer, somebody to help you. I need a volunteer, a volunteer, a volunteer, a volunteer, a volunteer. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Come on up. Now, as I asked them about what they got, then you write it down. Is there anybody who got an A on their list? Anybody? Anybody got A's? Just assume that you all did this. Yes.
Reading.
Oh no. How does it make you feel when you do it?
Good. Takes me that well.
Put good. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else got an A by it? Yes, sir. What is it?
It made me feel good.
Can you come up with another adjective? Describe.
It made me feel wonderful.
Wonderful. Anybody else? Relaxed. Okay. That's good. Anybody got an O? Anybody got an O? Anybody got an O? Going for an O. Going for an O. Shooting for an O.
With others.
It makes you feel fun. With others. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Togetherness.
Togetherness. Sense of togetherness. Makes them feel like you together.
Belonging.
Huh?
Belonging.
Feels like he belongs.
Life.
Huh?
Feels like life.
Feel like life?
Distracted.
Okay, anybody got money sign? Anybody spend some money? Anybody got a dollar sign by it? How does it make you feel when you do it, sir? Yeah. Well, no. When you spend your money. I know how it make you feel when you got it. How did it make you feel when you spent it? Like an idiot. Yes, sir. Broke. Yes, sir. Free. Yeah, okay. Anybody got anything related to their culture? Anything related? Yes, sir. Traditions. Church, but how does it make you feel when you do it? Empowered. Good one. Yes, sir. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Connected.
Feels connected. Okay. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Energized. Okay. Yes, sir.
Love.
Feel loved. All right. So now, at this point, what we're doing now is that we're beginning to look at everybody's list, and we want to do something now called Let's Make a Deal. Okay, so now here we are at this stage of the game. We asking now them to. We looked at this and we want to make a deal. So now the things that you've written down on your paper. Let's say I don't know what's on it. I mean your family, your life, the people that you love are on that list. And what you do is that you go by and you get that piece of paper and you say, this is your list. These are the things that's on your list that you no longer do again. And what I'm going to give you in exchange, put down some compassion. I'm going to give you some compassion. How would that make you feel? Now, mind you can't never do these things again. Angry. Across from compassion, put angry. Gabe, I got your list and I did the same thing. I balled it up. I took it. I shot 2, man. I hit a 3-pointer. I did a Derrick Rose with your life. Now, how would that, and in exchange, what I'm going to give you is some sympathy. Put sympathy down. And how would that make you feel?
I'll be
Be annoyed. He would be annoyed. Okay. Mr. Corey, Mr. Bill Rowe, I got your life. This is it. This is in my hands. These are the things that you said make you feel really good about yourself. These are the things that you said, man, that you can't live without. I'm taking them. I balled them up. Man, I took another shot with yours. And now you can't never do them again in life. What I'm going to give you is a part-time job. How would that make you feel?
Cheated.
Feel cheated.
Should make money.
Maybe. You don't know what kind of job I got lined up for you.
Grimy job.
Right, you don't know. You know. So, Mr. Ward, I got yours.
Right.
This is it. I got everything that you have passion about, everything that you love, everything you said, you know, has made you is in this, and I got it. And I just I'm gonna throw it in the garbage, and you can't never do it again in life. And what I'm gonna give you in exchange, sir, is a book. How would that make you feel?
Worthless.
Worthless.
What
Okay.
is worth a book?
Well, see, you don't know what the book is. See, that's just the point. That's the point. See, now you have to take that into consideration. So now, what was the original question when we started this exercise?
Why do people?
Right there up top.
What's that?
Why
do people use
Why do
drugs?
people
Yes,
use
ma'am, I am. Why do people use drugs? Now, we talked about earlier, you know, earlier in the exercise, we talked about that people use drugs despite, you know, everything that's going on in their family, their environment, what they observe. But let's look at it from a different perspective. We know that people use drugs to feel good, to feel wonderful, and to feel relaxed. We also know that people use drugs with others so that they can have a sense of fun, a sense of togetherness, belonging, to experience life. They even, when they use drugs, sometimes they notice that they get distracted. You know, when they spend money on drugs, most of the time they feel like idiots. They feel broke. And then sometimes, ironically enough, they can even have a sense of freedom or feel free. But you know, when people use drugs, and it's related to things outside of themselves, they feel empowered, they feel connected, they feel energized, and even in a warped sense, feel loved. Because you have to remember that people are running and escaping, and they feel a bond and a connection with the people that they're using with, you know, that make them think that they're real friends. But as we know, in reality, they're not. You know, but then when a person hit their bottom in their use, and somebody shows up to make a deal to help them, and when that person shows them some compassion, the first thing they do is get what? Angry. When that person shows up to give them some sympathy, they feel what? Annoyed. When that person shows up to give them a part-time job to help them get back on their feet, they feel what? Cheated. You know, and when they try to give them a book that's going to show them how to get their life back on track, they feel what? Worthless. So, you know, people use drugs primarily because they stop what? What did they stop doing?
Feeling good.
No. What did they stop doing, though?
All the stuff they love to do.
What?
They stopped doing all the
They
stuff
stopped
they love
doing
to do.
all the things that they like to do, that they used to do. And you find in most cases that a lot of times that these kids will say, man, I ain't doing half these things no more. You know what I'm saying? These things that I used to do that made me feel good about myself, I'm no longer doing. A lot of kids who used to play sports ain't playing sports no more. You know, spending time with their family, that ain't happening no more. You had your hand
I
up,
was
sir?
going to say one thing that I get a lot is the things that they still do from the list. They have to have the drugs to
and,
do them.
right. I get that too. You know what I'm saying?
To go to the movies, to go to a party, to be sociable.
Right. To
come
go around the
school.
family.
Right, to come to school.
Right.
Some of them.
They got to get high.
They don't have the weed. They're not coming to
They
school.
not functioning. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now they need the drugs to what? To function, to feel good. Well, like we said, to feel good about themselves. So people use drugs because they in what?
Pain.
In pain. And we know pain to be an acronym for poverty, which is a state of mind, how they think about themselves, and how a person think about themselves